What's good, everybody? Y'all already know the vibes for today. I'm just going to get right into this video. I already know you guys watch CDL kickoff weekend. We got to talk about some things. We got to talk about the LA Thieves Chicago OpTic matchup. Now, before I get into the matchup, I do want to make one thing very clear. Obviously, I'm going to get some backlash. I get that and I'm cool with it. But I do want to let you all know and remind you that I did say in my previous video, in the predictions video, that all of these matches, not even just OpTic and LA Thieves, but for every team here, you can't really hold much weight, right? Because this is a show match, okay? This was basically just for the players, the teams, the CDL production team, for everyone to just kind of get in rhythm, to be ready, right, for the actual season to start, and also give the fans something that they missed, which is competitive COD. But so let's get right into the first map, guys. It was Garrison Hardpoint, and this map was pretty close for the first half of the game. You know, OpTic had control. I will say that they had control even in the first half, but Thieves were always in striking distance. They were always down by less than a full hill, which is close when two professional teams are playing, okay? But then once the second set of rotations came around, OpTic just took over. A big part of that was because Formal and Scump were just kind of rotating between going off. They both had fantastic games. Dashy had a solid game as well. I mean, the whole OpTic squad played well, but Scump and Formal really took over. And on the side of LA Thieves, no one had a positive KD in this map. Now, don't get me wrong, kills aren't everything. And a lot of the times it's about what you do after you get those kills, right? How you can impact the game from the advantage that you have from that point on. But kills still matter, because if you're really not getting them, it's going to be hard to actually make the right plays, right? You probably hear that all the time. They're like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're getting the kill. And they just got bodied. I'll be honest with you. Okay, I call it how I see it, guys. I've told you that. I obviously am a LA Thieves fan, but I said in the video, I'm an OpTic fan as well. You know, I love all the dudes on OpTic. But so it was just really tough for LA to even have a chance in this first map, which goes back to what I said. I know in my predictions, you guys are going to roast me. I did say LA Thieves was going to win 3-2, but I also made it very clear that they were going to win both S&Ds and steal a respawn, because OpTic is a very, very good respawn team. One of the best, especially right now. Okay. You guys all know OpTic, okay? You know how much talent they have. They're going to be a good respawn team. So this wasn't surprising to me, honestly. I didn't think it would be by such a big margin that like it was. But once again, if you're getting outslayed like that on the side of LA Thieves, it's really going to be hard to make anything happen. Now, going in the map 2, it was Checkmate S&D, and this is where I thought LA Thieves was going to tie it up and really get the momentum back on their side. You know, I thought they were going to win this map, win the control, lose the hard point, and then win the last S&D. And this was a close match. You know, it was back and forth. It was 3-3 at one point. OpTic was able to clutch up 2 rounds in a row to go up 5-3. And then LA Thieves brought it back 5-4. Round 10, Slasher and Temp, I believe, were in a 2v2. Slasher died to his own trophy. Now, it wasn't on his point of view, so I don't know if it was like a bug or he fucked up or what, but it was obviously unfortunate, because then it left them in a 1v2. They end up losing that game 6-4. They lost the round. They lost the game 6-4. But yeah, I was surprised. I was. You know, it's hard to tell how good and bad teams are in S&D in the beginning of games, because you don't really have a big enough sample size, because none of the pro teams stream their S&D practice. So you really don't know how much S&D practice certain teams are getting, because there's obviously going to be some that are getting more than others. You don't know how they're performing in it. If you're someone like me, you know, because I'm not a coach, I'm not in there watching all of their gameplays and, you know, yada, yada, yada. But once again, this map had someone on the OpTic side really taking over and having a nice game. Envoy was able to rack up 10 kills. He was the only player in the entire lobby to reach double-digit kills, and that's just a bonus. Like I said, you obviously want a nice, smooth, well-rounded win, but if you can have a player take over a game, you know, make it easier for the rest of them, That's nice. You know, you're not complaining about that. And that's just kind of what happened. No one really showed up in the S&D for LA Thieves. I mean, you know, they played okay, but no one really had a game, a good solid performance. And at this point, I knew that this series was going to be over. Like I said, I thought they were going to win both S&Ds, LA Thieves speaking. And once they went down 0-2, at most, I thought they would get one map. You know, I thought they might win the control, but they're not gonna win the hard point. Like I've been saying, OpTic is a very strong team in the beginning of the games, especially when it comes to respawn. So, and Slasher's teams tend to start a little slower. They do. I touched on that. That is something I believe. I'm not trying to pin it on him by any means, but that's just kind of how it is. History shows that his teams, you know, don't necessarily do the best in the beginning of the games. So going into the last game of the series, control on raid. And yeah, LA Thieves got bodied. I mean, they should have won one round where they choked. They let Dashy finish capping B, I believe, poolside. But once again, OpTic just had people really with standout performances. OpTic looked a lot more comfortable. They looked like they knew what was going on. LA Thieves kind of looked a little lost on this map, which I was surprised, just because even though there was never a control in raid being a map, you kind of, you know, you have an understanding of the lanes, you know, what lines of sight there are, the routes you could take, etc. But yeah, it wasn't pretty. I believe Envoy started off the control like 10 or 11-0. Really just was kind of the dagger for the series. You know, they outclassed LA Thieves right now. They did. It's going to be tough, you know, especially Kenny and TJ both had like 0.65s in that raid control. Obviously, their loss wasn't from individual performances. I just think OpTic was the overall better team in this match. And it's well deserved. You know, I'm not going to sit here and suck up to the OpTic fans. You know, I'm a grown ass man. Okay. So like I said, I'll call it how I see it. I saw the series, you know, OpTic looked way better. They did. A well-deserved win. And so I was wrong on that. I thought that LA Thieves would have did a little bit better in the S&D and the respawn. To be honest, I thought that they would have performed better. But like I said, not even this series. You can't really take these results with much weight on them. You can't, because it's a show match. And listen, I know, you know, you guys are gonna be like, oh, you're just salty. You would be saying this match means everything if LA Thieves won. No. Okay, I've been a part of series like these. Okay, I've been a part of series like these, more specifically within rivalries like these. And I tell you, it's not that important. It wouldn't be a thing. Okay, you know, the first event is where shit's gonna actually start meaning something. You know, that's where you're really gonna get a good understanding, especially when these teams play more matches. You know, it's just not a one matchup situation. You get to see more games, you get to see more maps, because we don't know, well, I don't know how the vetoes went, you know, with this series and everything like that. And you know, so it's a good learning experience though. It feels good to be able to watch some competitive COD again. Finally, it's been a while, and I'm looking forward to just the rest of the year. I'm looking forward to seeing OpTic and LA Thieves match up, as well as a bunch of other teams. We're in for a great year. There should be a lot of rivalries, man, a lot of intense matchups. And I'll tell y'all what, I know it's already coming, man. People was already tweeting at me. OpTic fans, the ride or dies, game respect game. You know, I understand it. You ride or die for your team, man. I'm a diehard Philadelphia Sixers fan. Okay, so I do the same for them. So I respect y'all. I know you're my comments like, oh, where you at? Like, you still think LA Thieves better than OpTic? Oh, it's all love at the end of the day. It's all love to all the OpTic fans. It's all love to everyone on OpTic. There is no rivalry between me. I mean, I don't even play no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a retired guy. And as always, guys, thank y'all for the love, man. It's been going crazy lately. We're so close to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. You guys just really keep me going. I've been having so much fun making all this content, and I really just can't wait to see where it goes in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. And until I see y'all when I see y'all, have a good one.